I look like a demon! Great. Okay, I fell again. Cool. I told you I fall every day, at least once. Okay. But, like... and there's chocolate on my face. Yeah, okay. We all know what I was into earlier. That kind of ruined my mad mood. But I guess that's a good thing. But, like... oh. Furious. Okay. We're going back to the book again. But... okay, so there's this boy. Okay, he's technically a man in age, but he's literally a boy and a coward. And, like, every, like, inconceivable negative adjective that you can put on a man or woman or any kind of person or thing, that's him. Because he is, like, a person who, like, pretends to care about shit but doesn't actually care and only cares about his reputation and, like, how far he gets in life and what respect he gains, whether by fear or by, like, confidence or, like, I don't know, like, shaming other people, like, just, like, bad things. And, like, him and his cousin, like, are, like, competitive, and, like, his cousin isn't competitive, like, to be mean. He's kind of like, oh, like, free-spirited competition. But, like, this guy, like, takes the competition, like, way too far, and, like, they are both kind of interested in this one girl or something. And, like, the guy who, like, takes their competition, like, kind of, like, not really seriously, like, noticed that, like, the boy wanted to, like, be involved with her too, and he backed off, and I was like, okay, whatever. And then later on, like, the boy got this girl impregnated, and once he found out that she was pregnant, like, he fucking ran as far as he could, and was like, nah, that ain't my kid, like, there's no way, like, blah 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 blah, all these dumbass excuses. And he left, and she was left with nothing but a pregnant belly and nothing. And so, his cousin, like, found out about it and was, like, enraged, obviously, and, like, took care of her, like, gave her, like, an apartment and, like, a job and, like, everything, and, like, took care of the medical bills and everything, and, like, was good. And, like, settled down, like, a good life for her, kind of, like, whatever. And the other cousin, the boy who, like, impregnated her, was, like, furious about this because it was in his mind, he was like, oh my god, you took this girl away from me. And, like, his cousin was, like, purely platonic feelings about this, was just kind of, like, trying to right his cousin's wrongs, you know? And so he was, like, mad about the fact that, like, the boy cousin would, like, assume that, and, like, was mad at him also because he, like, abandoned his girlfriend who was pregnant. Like, that's just... And then, like, years later, like, this boy tries to come back into their lives and is all, like, desperate for his family or whatever. And the mom is older now, and, like, the boy, like, that she was pregnant with is older now. He's, like, 3 now, and, like, now all of a sudden, like, little tiny shithead boy, like, cousin wants his family back. Like, they're not your family when you abandoned them before they could have even been made. Okay? Like, I don't care how desperate you are to fix it. Like, until you prove yourself, like, you're not gonna get them back. And he's, like, trying to fight her legally for, like, his kid or whatever, but it's not even his kid because he didn't even raise it. Like, his cousin did a better job raising the kid than he did, and he's not even the real father. And, like, it was purely platonic feelings that was between his ex-girlfriend and the kid. Like, it's just, like, fucked up. And, like, he's just, like, all desperate and, like, turning abusive and, like, really insane and, like, just, like, I'm, like, I was furious earlier, but, like, now I'm just kind of, like, in shock that, like, anyone is like this crazy is just insane to me. Like, just like, this is almost as crazy as rapers like claiming like their adoption. Like, I mean, they're like claiming their kids from the rape victims. Like, that's almost as crazy as that. Like, that's just like, what? Like, how can you, like, it's not your kid. Even if it is biologically, like, it's not your kid. Like, get that out of your fucking head, dude. It's not your kid. Okay? If you, like, redeemed yourself, and let me just say, like, it would take a fucking lot for him to redeem himself, which he's not doing at all, then maybe it could be your kid. But, it is currently now, and possibly forever will never be your kid. So try to not claim something that is not fucking yours, okay? Your kid is not a toy, okay? Quit acting like a fucking child over your own not child, because he's not gonna be yours with the way you're acting right now. Like, it just it's just insane to me. And like the fact that he thinks he like deserves this, and like is mad at the mom and his cousin for so-called taking his family away from him is just insane to me, because he took his own family away from himself, if you think about it, because he ran away from his family before it even began. So the fact that he's trying to claim that so-called family years after the fact is, and without even trying to like redeem himself or apologize or anything, just saying, basically demanding and being like, yeah, this is my stuff, like, give it. Like, are you kidding? Like, they're not objects, they're people, and you're like just ridiculous. So yeah, that's infuriating. And you may, like, I don't know, I do a lot of these like little rant videos about books, and like a lot of people get annoyed with me about it because like they're kind of like, it's just a book. But you have to think, like, these characters weren't just like made up. Like, they were based off of like people like that actually did something either spot on to this or something that was very similar to this. And it's just like, to think about that those kind of people are out there is just kind of like really fucked up and like frustrates me to no end. But the fact that like we're reading about them, like, kind of gives me hope that like people will like know more about them and like prevent people like them from harming other people, and like prevent people like them from like becoming truly like just awful people. Like, because right now he's like a like disgusting person, but he's not truly like bad. And so like, if you can redeem yourself, then you're fine. But like, he's not redeeming himself. Hopefully throughout this book he'll be able to redeem himself, because if he's not, like, I can't read this book, because like it's ridiculous. Like, how just like I can't handle this. Also, if you're wondering like why the cousin is there, if it's purely platonic, like, there's like like, this is kind of like a side story that's going on in the main story that's like going on with the main character and the cousin, who's the good cousin, not the child cousin. So yeah, if that made any sense. So yeah, I'm sorry about these book rant videos. Like, I don't know if like, I almost want to be like, if nobody wants to watch them, or like if anybody like has any complaints, just like tell me and I like won't make them, and then like just like put more quality content. Me and quality don't go together, okay? I'm just saying. But like, if you don't want as many of these like angry videos, like, just tell me and I will like try and limit them and like rant to myself as I did before I started making videos on these videos. I mean, on these like little like rants, or like I'll just talk to a friend about it. Like, but yeah, I don't know. More than likely I'll just talk to myself though, because like I But it helps you, like, reflect better to, like, talk to a camera. But, like, I don't know. Like, if you don't want them, like, I won't make them. But, like, I don't know what I'm talking about right now. Okay. Bye. Again, for, like, the third time today. Technically, the first video I made was of popcorn, purely, so I didn't say anything. So, like, goodbye for the second time. Okay, bye.